The 2017 McLaren Ultimate Vision Gran Turismo Concept. In all the years that the Vision Gran Turismo concepts have been around, McLaren has been one of the few automakers that have yet to unveil a concept for the Gran Turismo video game franchise. It was only a matter of time before it did, and that time has finally come. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the McLaren Ultimate Vision Gran Turismo, and it is positively spectacular. It is a bit ironic, though, that the most extreme McLaren I've ever seen isn't actually a real thing. This coming from an automaker that's known for releasing some mind-bending machinery over the years. That's just the catch of all these Vision Gran Turismo concepts. They are created exclusively for the Gran Turismo game franchise, and without any real-world rules and regulations to hinder them, these automakers go to great lengths to make their concepts as unforgettable as possible. That's evidently the case here with McLaren's Ultimate VGT concept. It's prepared to be a showcase of the kind of cars the company envisions it's going to produce by 2030. Not that I'm getting excited, but the LMP1 style treatment to the concept does make me wonder if this is the kind of future we can expect. Seeing as it's already capable of zany creations like the MSO-designed X1 Concept, I wouldn't put it past these guys to turn this concept into reality 13 years from now. For now, all we can do is enjoy it once Gran Turismo Sport hits shelves in October. Continue reading to learn more about the McLaren Ultimate Vision Gran Turismo concept. Exterior. If there ever was a Vision Gran Turismo concept that looks too good to be true, this has to be it. One look at the McLaren Ultimate VGT and you know that it was created with one purpose in mind: showcase the future. One look at the McLaren Ultimate VGT and you know that it was created with one purpose in mind: showcase the future. In typical VGT fashion, the McLaren Ultimate followed the function trumps form motto. The exterior, in particular, was designed with aerodynamics placed as top priority. The free-flowing body is devoid of a bummer as the car's sharp nose is connected to the lip spoiler by two carbon fiber bars. The wheel arches are massive and take the shape of an eye of all things. The teardrop-style cabin is a sign of the present getting a futuristic application, as does the fin that extends from the roof of the car to the rear section. A massive spoiler is also a prominent item in the concept, and it's worth noting how part of the taillight setup is actually integrated in. Massive diffusers complete the aerodynamic design, and if you noticed, the exhausts are actually on the side of the car, hiding in plain sight just on the rear wheel arches. In keeping with its tradition of being different from the rest, McLaren went some lengths to present the Ultimate VGT in three different configurations: Performance, Ulterior, and Noir. Each version comes with a different livery, although the colors don't really matter in the grand scheme of things since the concept looks stunning in and of itself. McLaren went some lengths to present the Ultimate VGT in three different configurations: Performance, Ulterior, and Noir. Altogether, the McLaren Ultimate Vision Gran Turismo concept tips the scales at just 1,000 kilos (2,200 pounds). By comparison, the McLaren P1 GTR checks in at 1,400 kilos (3,086 pounds). If the Ultimate VGT is around today, it's safe to say that it automatically ascends to the top of McLaren's hierarchy as the lightest, fastest, and most powerful car the automaker has. Sadly, that's not going to happen for at least another 13 years, should McLaren go that route in the first place. Interior. We don't get to see a clear shot of the interior, so we're going to have to rely on McLaren design director Rob Melville to walk us through its interpretation of the McLaren Ultimate VGT concept's interior. According to Melville, McLaren didn't just want to design an interior with a standard layout. That would be unbecoming of the whole philosophy of the Vision Gran Turismo exercise. Instead, it played with a seating configuration wherein the driver is positioned in the center of the chassis, lying on his stomach instead of sitting down. McLaren played with a seating configuration wherein the driver is positioned in the center of the chassis, lying on his stomach instead of sitting down. Think of it in the terms of how motorcycle riders are positioned: head far forward, extending almost right above the front axle. Not only is this cutting edge for a car, I imagine that it's also going to be the subject of plenty of safety and regulatory hearings. The cabin of the concept is also snug and tight, or as Melville describes it, shrink-wrapped around the driver. It's hard to imagine what that interior is going to look like, but that's a testament to how above and beyond McLaren went into designing its VGT concept. Drivetrain. Unlike some Vision Gran Turismo concepts, McLaren Ultimate VGT covers a lot of ground in terms of information. It even has a powertrain, a 4.0-liter biturbo V8 engine from the McLaren 720S, that combines with electric motors to develop 1,150 horsepower and 940 pound-feet of torque. Since this is an exercise in imagination, it's hard to argue against the output McLaren decided to give to its Ultimate VGT concept. It could just as well be double that to 2,300 horsepower and 1,880 pound-feet of torque, and we'd be just as impressed by it. 1,150 ponies and 940 pound-feet of torque is impressive for a car that looks the part of a futuristic performance car. Okay, that's not true. 2,300 horsepower is aviation-type power. I can't imagine any automaker getting to that level in 13 years without having to jump through hoops to make it happen. Still, 1,150 ponies and 940 pound-feet of torque is impressive for a car that looks the part of a futuristic performance car. Competition. Hyundai N2025 Vision Gran Turismo. We normally don't put this section on VGT concepts, but I'll make an exception this time because of the number of other Vision Gran Turismo concepts that have been prepared in similar fashion. Take the Hyundai N2025 Vision Gran Turismo, for example. It's a lot like the McLaren Ultimate VGT in terms of futuristic styling. It has elements of LMP1 in it too, namely a pointy nose with radical aerodynamic features, fender-mounted side mirrors, an aviation-inspired canopy, a massive fin that extends from the cabin all the way back to the rear fascia, and a large wheel arches housing lightweight wheel. On the power front, Hyundai's VGT concept features a fuel cell system that produces 871 horsepower and an undisclosed amount of torque. It's not as powerful as the McLaren Ultimate VGT, but it certainly looks the part of a car that can give it everything it can handle. Read our full review on the Hyundai N2025 Vision Gran Turismo. SRT Tomahawk Vision Gran Turismo. It's still one of my favorite Vision Gran Turismo concepts, and even with the arrival of the McLaren Ultimate VGT, I'd probably still side with the Tomahawk. The wide stance and low-slung roof are massively appealing. The air intakes and the overdose in active aeros make it a true car of the future that uses advanced versions of present-day technology. It's a good design cocktail, that SRT mixed, but what I really like about the Tomahawk is the number of variants it came with, each coming with different amounts of power from the same 7.0-liter V10 engine. There's the entry-level S variant producing 1,007 horsepower and a top speed of 250 miles per hour, the GTSR variant that peaks at 1,450 horsepower with a pneumatic system in tow, and the X version that's sitting on 2,590 horsepower, good enough to propel the car to a top speed of 404 miles per hour. Read our full review on the SRT Tomahawk Vision Gran Turismo. Conclusion. The first rule of writing about Vision Gran Turismo concepts is to not get caught up on any of them. They all look great from a design perspective, with some even boasting of insane levels of power to hammer home the point of their concept nature. That's what I'm getting from the McLaren Ultimate VGT. The design of the car is outlandish in a great way, and the whole philosophy of the interior is just as mind-boggling. In other words, the McLaren Ultimate VGT is a mental piece of machinery, exactly like what most Vision Gran Turismo concepts should be. Love it. Well done on the design, McLaren. Plenty of power. We can own a virtual one. Leave it unlikely to hit production anytime in the near or far future. Motorcycle style sitting position sounds weird. It's not my favorite Vision Gran Turismo concept. References: Mazda LM55 Vision Gran Turismo. Read our full review on the Mazda LM55 Vision Gran Turismo. Pininfarina Fittipaldi EF7 Vision Gran Turismo. Read our full review on the Pininfarina Fittipaldi EF7 Vision Gran Turismo. Alpine GT6 Vision GT sports car. Read our full review on the Alpine GT6 Vision GT sports car.
If you liked this video, please share your thoughts in the comments below and don't forget to hit the subscribe button.